I found a letter in my late mom's drawer, and now I'm questioning everything I've ever known. Posted by you/throwaway memory lane. I-28F wasn't planning on writing this ever, but I've been spiraling for weeks, and I don't really have anyone to talk to. So here I am confessing to strangers online. Let me take you back a bit. My mom passed away earlier this year after a long, exhausting battle with ovarian cancer. She was the strongest woman I knew, kind, fierce, loyal. She practically raised me and my two older brothers on her own most of the time, since our dad worked out of town a lot. When we were younger, I loved her dearly. Still do after the funeral. It took us weeks to even start going through her stuff. Not because she had a ton, but because we just couldn't bring ourselves to do it. You don't expect a person who was just texting you last week to suddenly become a pile of memories in a box. It's weird and heavy in a way I can't describe anyway. My brothers were sorting through old clothes and photo albums when I got assigned her bedroom dresser. In one of the deeper drawers, underneath scarves and old perfume bottles, I found a small worn-out shoebox, taped shut with yellowing masking tape. No label, no markings. Naturally, I opened it. Inside were things I didn't recognize. An old concert ticket from 1988, a pressed daisy between two napkins, a few photos of my mom in her 20s, with a man I'd never seen before. Definitely not my dad, and then at the bottom of the box, a single folded letter in faded ink. It was addressed to Jay, no full name. No return address. Curiosity got the best of me. I unfolded it carefully, like it might disintegrate in my hands. The writing was my mom's, elegant. Neat, cursive, unmistakable. The letter wasn't very long. But it shattered something in me. Here's a snippet. Jay, I wish things could be different. I think about that night far more than I should. But we have families now. I love him. But not in the way I loved you. Maybe I never stopped. If this baby turns out to be yours, I'll never tell anyone. I'll raise it as his. That's the right thing to do. Please don't reach out. M. I froze. If this baby turns out to be yours. 2 years later, I was born. My hands were shaking. I read the letter 3 more times, each time hoping I misread it. But I didn't. That line burned into my brain. I sat there on the bedroom floor for what felt like hours now. Here's where things get complicated. I always felt a little different. My brothers both have dark brown hair and hazel eyes. Like our dad, I'm lighter, freckles, curly hair, green eyes. My mom always said I took after her side, and I never questioned it until now. I didn't tell my brothers about the letter. Not yet. We were already knee-deep in grief, and I didn't want to throw a live grenade into that emotional mess. But ever since I found that letter, I haven't been able to stop obsessing. Who was Jay? Was he still alive? Do I have a different father out there who doesn't even know I exist? I even went digging through some old photos and noticed something else. There are a few pictures of my mom with this same mystery guy, arm around her, close. Intimate, but none of them include anyone else. Not my dad, not family. It's like she kept this part of her life completely separate. I started noticing things about my dad, too. He's always been quiet and kind, but we've never had that tight father-daughter bond. Growing up, I figured it was just a personality clash. Now I'm wondering if deep down, maybe he always knew I wasn't his. It's hard to explain the identity crisis I'm having. I'm 28 years old, and suddenly I'm questioning my entire existence. Was I the product of a secret affair? Does my dad know? Did my mom carry this guilt her whole life and never say anything? I've even considered taking a DNA test, like 23andMe or something, just to see if I'm genetically connected to my dad or brothers, but I'm scared. I don't know if I want to know, because if it turns out I'm not related to them, what do I even do with that information? Do I tell them? Do I find this Jay? Assuming he's even still alive. Or do I just keep it buried the way my mom clearly wanted? I go back and forth. Some days I'm furious with her. Other days I miss her so much. I feel guilty for even being mad. She was human. She made mistakes. But this one affects everything. So Reddit, if you made it this far, I have to ask, what would you do? Would you dig for the truth, even if it risked breaking your whole family? Or would you let the past stay buried and keep pretending nothing changed? Because right now, I honestly don't know who I am anymore.